Oh crap. Oh crap. Oh crap. That's lost forever. Ow! My face. Let's get this one moved out of the way and get the Freelander under here. Oh crap. Try again. Ah, boom. That is a good sign. Yes! Today I'm going to do a timing belt on the Freelander. I can't see that it has been done. I just need to get it done. I don't want to do it. It's cold, it's miserable, it's raining. I'm not looking forward to this. So we'll get it done, crack on and see how it goes. So what I'm trying to do is show you how to do the timing. I'm not going to go through every bit of trim because if you're going to attempt this yourself then you should be comfortable taking all the trims off, but just point out in here on that pipe, although it do look like there's a bit of oil residue around there, there's a Jubilee clip there's a Jubilee clip. Unscrew that, unclip the pipes that are attached to this trunking, and then loosen the clip at the top, and then that should pull out. So the next step is I've got this fast engine cover off and that trunking is off. I'm going to take off the upper timing belt cover, which looks like there's one 10mm there. There's another one down there, and then that should just come off. Picked the wrong day to do this. But anyway, needs doing. So take that out. and there we go. As easy as that. So on an initial inspection of the timing belt, I don't think it's been done. You can just start to see some cracking round about there, sort of there. You might not be able to see it on camera. There we go. So the drive belt itself doesn't look in bad condition. There's some started to sort of, you see some wear on there, but no visible cracking. That's alright, but I'm replacing it anyway. The next thing to do is turn the engine over so cylinder 1 is on top dead centre, and once you have that set up you can get the pin in. I've lost it. So once you have that done you can get this into the cam pulley. So I'll line it up and then I'll show you. So once that's top dead centre, you can get this pin through the pulley and then locked into the cylinder head. So I won't be able to turn the engine over, that stays in there until the job's done. The next step is disconnect the battery, which is under the cover over there, and then take the starter motor off. Crap, it's lost forever. So to get the starter motor out, there's two 13mm at the top, and then there's I think it was a 13mm nut and then a 15mm bolt that goes through there, and then that just comes out. So the starter motor's out, and then you've got this pin that goes through the cylinder block into the flywheel. So just need to sort of wiggle that in because it is quite tight to get in. This is not quite engaged with the flywheel, so I just need to just wiggle the crank a little bit, and then hopefully that should just slot straight in. Right, that is now completely locked up. I can't turn the engine at all, so that's when you know that's locked in. So the next thing to do is get this into the starter motor aperture. This locks into the flywheel, and then bolt that in, and then we can start taking off the crank pulley then. Right, so that's the engine completely locked from the cam, the flywheel and the flywheel pin. So now I can start to remove the crank pulley. So that's quite worrying because that is getting tighter. I really obviously don't want to snap that one. So I'll be just a case of winding it in and out. That works its way into the thread somehow. You know what, I was actually quite worried that was going to either strip or snap, and that would have been game over. So if you ever get into a situation like that and you're unsure, although it's quite a beefy bolt, either try and get some heat on it, which probably in this case isn't ideal. There's plastics behind there and there's going to be a seal behind there, but if you can get some WD-40 on it, just wind it in and out, and then eventually it should just work its way loose. So I'm happy with that. So that's the crank pulley off, and then this piece here, like so. And here's the timer box. So I've got to take off another 10mm there, take that sensor out, and then hopefully we should be there or thereabouts. So what I'll do first is just mark up the old belt. So 1, 2, and then the tooth itself. So that way I can line up the new belt as well. So I'll mark the amount of teeth in between the crank. And you also do that on the cam pulley as well. Just mark up the old belt like so. So when you release the tension and you can take the belt off, you can count the teeth in between the cam and the crank. Do the same on your new belt, so when you line that back up and put the tension back onto the belt, you know it's timed up then. So if we slacken this nut off, that takes the tension off the belt. There we go. So that's your nut, 13mm nut comes off, the tensioner, and then the whole belt should then just slide off. There we go. So this is the belt now off the car. It's actually not in bad condition. I've seen worse. The teeth aren't starting to split. Maybe a little bit there. On that tooth there maybe. Just on this edge here. But there's no record of it being done, so got no trust to get it done. It's a new timer belt. See a difference on there. Probably not a lot, but I've marked up the top and then counted the teeth all the way around to there, marked them up, so when I put that back on I want them to line back up with those marks there as well. So tensioner slides off. Idler pulley next. So the idler pulley is one of those type of bolts, so just make sure that you have got the correct tools to get one of these bolts out, otherwise you're going to get that far and then you're going to be stuck. So this is the new tension that's going on the car. Don't take that pin out. It goes on, and when the belt's on you can pull that pin, and then all you do is get an Allen key in this slot here, and then you can turn that around so this will line up with that slot there, and then you can tighten up the nut. That's the timing belt on now. So that tooth lines up where I've marked it, and also at the top again there. So it's all marked up and in line. So the next thing I can do is pull the tensioner pin out. So that's pulled that out. So then I need to line up the tensioner. Tight, turn. On the way. So now it's lost. What I would normally do when I've done the timing belt is actually take all the pins out and the locking tool and turn over the engine by hand from the crank pulley. Top cover's back on, the wiring harness is clipped in at the back, the bottom cover's back on, so I just need to get this trunking back in and then reattach all the pipes to the clips and then it starts the motor back on. Before the start mode goes on, make sure we put this cover back on. Once the start mode's in, you won't be able to get that back in, so just slip that on. Cover's back on, starter motor's bolted up where the cable's attached. So you've got an 8mm just on this one here, so I'll put that one on, and then a 13mm on the one above it, just there. So I'll tighten them up in a second, and where this harness runs down, it's got a little clamp on it which then bolts onto the where the 18mm one was. There's a stud and then the nut goes over the top of that, so I'll get that all secure now. Okay, so I've left all the trims off for the time being. This is the moment of truth. I'm going to start it up and hopefully it runs. Oh, my nuts dropped. There we go, timing belt done. Just need to put all the trims back on and then that's it. if you do a timing belt, just make sure you stick this on, or actually record that it's been done. That way then the next owner knows it's been done. Keep the invoice. This one should have had it done by now, but there was no recording of it. Timing belt's done, it's running, everything's okay. Just needed to give it a bit of a road test. Hope that helps. Thank you very much.